Have you ever wondered how South Asians ended up in every corner of the world? Well, here's the cold, hard truth, one that's been buried for far too long. In the 1800s, Britain abolished the African slave trade, but it suddenly needed a new source of cheap labor to work its plantations around the world. Now, who do you think Britain turned to? India. In this new system, millions of people, mostly from India, were coerced into signing away their rights for 5 to 10 years at a time. Britain wasn't even ashamed of this. It proudly documented every step of the process with actual receipts. For example, Britain took these portraits of Indian laborers before shipping them to overseas colonies, and it used records like this one from 1904 to document Indian immigrants it got to sign indenture contracts. But as soon as the workers signed on, they were treated like human cargo, shipped around the world and bound to their employer for the time period in their contract. They were bought, sold, overworked, and abused in ways far too similar to slavery. The laborers had to endure harsh conditions on plantations across 19 British colonies. These photos offer just a glimpse into their daily lives. Indentured workers endured backbreaking work and were whipped and abused by white authorities. Many of them were even housed in the same barracks as formerly enslaved people. Indentured women were sexually abused by white overseers and sometimes assigned to an Indian man as his housemate and sexual partner. The indenture system helped create the world's largest diaspora of 32 million people of Indian origin. But this isn't ancient history. Some of its survivors could still be alive.
बहुत दुख तकलीफ काटे के पड़ा।
अरे हम गोरा लोग लाश से मारे इससे।
अच्छा।
हाँ। गोरा लोग लाश से मारे, काम नहीं करो, चाबुक लगाए गाड़ी पर।
हाँ।
कोई सुनवाई नहीं। गिरमिट तुम्हारी।
There's just so much more to this. We'll make a part 2 where you can meet a modern-day descendant of indentured Indians.